You can't change the world in a day, but you can change yourself, starting with the way you get out of bed in the morning. Sometimes we think change has to be something big, a big goal, a breakthrough, or a special day that will change our lives. But the truth is, every great journey starts with small steps, quiet, consistent changes, from within. Want to start over? Start from the root, yourself. From your thoughts, feelings to actions. Because no one will live with you for the rest of your life but you. And you deserve to be your own best companion. Together we will walk through 100 deeply inspiring quotes. Quotes that are not just to read, but to live by. Because each one is a wake-up call, reminding you that change does not start with controlling the outside world, but with folding your blanket every morning, keeping your word to yourself, and believing in your inner worth even if no one else recognizes you. When inspiration leaves you, discipline stays. When fear surrounds you, courage is your beacon. When distractions overwhelm you, focus becomes your superpower. And when you feel like quitting, persistence is the only thing that makes the difference. These are not rosy quotes to make you feel delusional. These are real medicines, sometimes bitter, but necessary, to help you rebuild your inner foundation. Because you can't change your life without changing the way you think, feel, and act every day. You don't have to do everything. Just do one thing right, consistently. Just go slowly without stopping. Just turn off notifications, and listen to yourself. Just take one courageous step, every day. If you are ready, let these 100 quotes be your guide to start your new journey. Not to make you perfect, but to start living as the best version of yourself that you are building every day. Because change doesn't start in the outside world. It starts with you. And friend, is the most important thing in this whole journey. You can't change the world in a day, but you can change the way you get out of bed in the morning. Every big change starts from within, with yourself. You. From the way you think, feel and act. Let's explore 10 quotes to help you start over, from the root of all growth, yourself. 1. If you want to change the world, start by folding your blanket every morning. 2. You are the only companion for life. Be your own best friend. 3. If you don't take responsibility for your life, who will? 4. You are the most important project you will ever undertake. 5. Live as if you were the person you wanted to become. 6. Change begins from within, not without. 7. Don't wait for others to recognize you before you start believing in yourself. 8. Life reflects you, not the world. 9. No one can save you but yourself. 10. It is better to walk slowly by yourself than to stand still and wait for someone else to pull you along. You are the only person who will be with you throughout your life. So why not start appreciating, building, and guiding yourself to become the best version of yourself? Everything else will follow. Many people ask, how to persevere without daily motivation? The answer is discipline. Because when you are no longer inspired, it is discipline that will keep you going. The following 10 quotes will help you gain a deeper understanding of the power of habit and discipline, the silent but extremely powerful weapons of truly mature people. 1. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. 2. Do a little thing right every day, and you will go a long way. 3. When you don't want to do the right thing, that's when you need to do it the most. 4. Habits determine the future, not emotions. 5. Successful people are not motivated, they are disciplined. 6. True freedom is doing what you should do, not what you want to do. 7. Self-control is the greatest power. 8. The strong person is not the most talented, but the most persistent. 9. Just because you don't see results, it doesn't mean you're a failure. 10. Keeping your word to yourself is the quickest way to increase your self-confidence. Everything you want, freedom, success, inner strength, lies behind the door called self-discipline. And if you step through that door, the world will open up. Thinking does not change reality, but it changes how you live in that reality. A positive mind is not an illusion, but a shield that protects you from all difficulties. The following 10 quotes are not meant to make you see everything as rosy, but to teach you to choose the light even when the sky is full of dark clouds. 1. Positive thinking doesn't change the world, it changes the way you walk through it. 2. It's not the size of the problem that gets you down, it's the way you look at the problem. 3. There are two sides to every story. Which side do you choose to see? 4. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. 5. A positive person sees opportunity in every difficulty. 6. Emotions are a choice, not a reflex. 7. You are not what you think, you are who you are. Observe those thoughts. 8. Master your mind, you will master your life. 9. Positivity is not about denying difficulties, it is about believing in the ability to overcome them. 10. Calmness is an underrated superpower. You can't choose every situation, but you can always choose how you react. And the master of your thoughts is the master of your life. In a world that is constantly changing, slow learners will be left behind, not because others are better, but because they have stopped. Learning is not a duty, it is a privilege. Let's embark on a journey to expand your thinking, with 10 quotes that will awaken your desire to learn and develop sustainably. 1. Learned one thing today. Today was not wasted. 2. No one is too busy to learn, they just don't prioritize it. 3. Every day you don't learn is a day you fall behind. 4. Wisdom doesn't come from age, it comes from never stopping asking questions. 5. A smart person learns from his mistakes, a wise person learns from the mistakes of others. 6. Learning is not about knowing, it is about doing. 7. Reading books may not make you smart, but it will definitely keep you from being stupid for long. 8. Knowledge is an investment that never fails. 9. If you don't learn more, you will be replaced by someone who learns more. 10. Learning is the fountain of youth for the mind. Always keep a student's mind, then you will never stop growing. The more you learn, the smaller you become, and the greater you can become. Fear doesn't live in the real world, it lives in your head. And the bad news is, if you don't face it, it grows. The good news is, if you dare to take a step forward, it will disappear. Here are 10 quotes to help you overcome your fears and live a life of openness, rather than being limited by yourself. 1. Fear is the door you need to walk through to grow. 2. The more you avoid it, the stronger the fear becomes. 3. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is acting in spite of fear. 4. Every time you face a fear, you expand your comfort zone. 5. The place you are afraid to go is the place you need to go the most. 6. Fear of failure is the #1 reason people never succeed. 7. No one can stop you, except the voice in your head. 8. Failure is not as scary as never trying. 9. Fear is just a story you tell yourself. You can rewrite it. 10. Every act of courage is a lesson to the weak man of yesterday. You deserve a life beyond fear. Just have the courage to take a step, even if it's just one step every day. You don't have to be the best, just be the one who doesn't quit. While others stop, you keep going, and that makes all the difference. These 10 quotes are not for those who want shortcuts, but for those who are on the go. Tired, but still want to keep going. 1. Successful people don't fail less than you do, they just don't stop. 2. You don't have to be fast, you just have to not stop. 3. You don't always have to be strong, but you always have to come back. 4. Falling down is never the end, unless you choose not to get back up. 5. Difficulty is an indispensable part of the great journey. 6. Persistence is what turns the ordinary into the extraordinary. 7. A persistent person wins over a talented person. If the talented person gives up. 8. Every time you don't give up, you win yourself. 9. Reinventing yourself is a lifelong skill. 10. Growing up is keeping going even when no one is clapping. Sometimes, strength doesn't come from roaring, but from quiet footsteps that never stop. Be that person. In an age of distraction, the ability to focus is a superpower. It's not about doing more that's good, it's about doing the right thing. At the right time, without getting distracted. The following 10 quotes will help you re-understand focus, not to do more, but to live more effectively. 1. Concentration is a more valuable asset than time. 2. You don't have to do much, you have to do the right thing. 3. Where your mind goes, your life goes. 4. Disconnect to connect with yourself. 5. Distraction is the greatest thief of our time. 6. He who masters attention will master success. 7. You don't need to run fast. You need to go in the right direction. 8. Focus on one thing long enough, it will pay you back. 9. Every time you stop scrolling through your phone, you are winning against yourself. 10. Success is not about multitasking. It is about doing one thing well. Guard your attention like a treasure, because where you put your attention is where you put your life. Loving yourself doesn't mean pampering yourself. It's a commitment, taking care of yourself, protecting your boundaries, and not waiting for someone else to make you feel worthy. Here are 10 quotes to help you be kind to yourself, not because you're perfect, but because you're worth it. 1. Self-love is not selfish, it is survival. 2. You can't fill someone else's glass when your own is empty. 3. You deserve respect, first and foremost from yourself. 4. A person who loves himself does not wait for anyone's permission. 5. Self-care is the act of a responsible person. 6. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy of love. 7. Self-respect is the barrier that prevents others from hurting you. 8. You teach others how to treat you by the way you treat yourself. 9. Self-acceptance is the starting point of all transformation. 10. Be the person who loves you the most. No one else can take that role. You can't build a beautiful life on a foundation of self-hate. Start with acceptance, and from there, you'll learn to love and grow. You can live day to day, or you can live with a purpose. Your dream doesn't have to be grand. It just has to make you wake up every morning motivated. Let's explore 10 quotes to help you keep the fire burning for your dream and nurture it with small actions every day. 1. Dream big, but act small and consistently. 2. Goals don't need to be perfect, just progress. 3. Dreams don't tire you out. It's procrastinating that exhausts you. 4. If it scares you, it's probably the right thing to do. 5. You don't need a perfect plan, just get started. 6. Every small step is a commitment to your dream. 7. No one will build your dream unless you do it. 8. Dreams don't die. You just stop chasing them. 9. Don't go through life without living for what makes your heart beat faster. 10 inches dream big, then work hard like you have nothing to lose. Dreams don't choose who they are, but those who choose to pursue them are the ones who reach them. Be that person. Life is not just about surviving. It is about living meaningfully. And that starts with the question, what am I living for? The 10 quotes below are not only inspirational, they can also serve as a guide to a life worth living. 1. It's not about living long, it's about living deeply. 2. The question, why do I exist, is the compass for every decision. 3. When you know why you live, you can bear anything. 4 inches life is not about surviving, it's about making a mark. 5. True value lies not in what you achieve, but in the impact you leave behind. 6. We can't choose where we were born, but we can choose how we live. 7. Meaning doesn't come by itself, it's created every day. 8. You don't need to be famous, you need to be useful. 9. Living kindly is the greatest spiritual achievement. 10. Life may be short, but you can live deeply. When you live for a reason strong enough, everything becomes worth it, even the pain. Don't just live significant. Dear friend, we have just gone through 100 quotes together, messages that are short, but contain the essence of a journey of living, learning and growing up. You may not remember all of them, but if there is a sentence that makes you stop for a few seconds, makes you feel like you have just been awakened, then this video has fulfilled its mission. Personal development is not a short-term project. It does not come from a moment of impulse, nor from a flash of inspiration. It comes from daily choices, choosing action over procrastination, choosing discipline over emotion, choosing learning over complaining, choosing persistence over giving up, and most of all, choosing to live for a reason over just existing. If you feel like your life is stagnant, out of track, or like you're living on a treadmill, come back to these quotes. Not to listen to them again, but to act differently. Pick one quote that resonates with you. Write it down, stick it in your study corner, or set it as your phone wallpaper, so that every day you wake up, You're reminded of the version of yourself you're striving to become. You don't have to change your whole life today. You just have to start living differently in the next 5 minutes. Just be more mindful today than you were yesterday. More determined today than you were yesterday. And more self-loving today than you were yesterday. Then you've grown. If this video has helped you look back at yourself in a more honest and positive way, I hope you like the video and share it with those you need, because sometimes just one word at the right time can save a broken soul. And if you want to continue on my journey of personal growth, with insights, real stories, and lessons that touch your heart, subscribe to the channel today. Every week, I will bring you videos that are not just for watching, but for living better, stronger, and more meaningfully. Leave a comment below the video. Which of today's 100 quotes touched you the deepest? I look forward to reading your thoughts and continuing with you on your journey of mindful and courageous living. Thanks for sticking around until the end. And remember, you deserve a good life, as long as you don't give up on yourself.